Hi, Valentino. This is Ryan. Looks like you spoke with Alex about your interest in selling your property.
Yes.
Great.
Quick.
Yeah, we are pretty quick about it. I know previous to this I was speaking with Nikki about the property. Is this the same property?
Yes. Yeah. Nikki's actually standing right next to me.
Oh, okay. Great. And I understand that you guys are...
Again, just verifying everything. Yeah, you were interested in selling. Perfect. And is Nikki available, or was Nikki for the conversation? Yes, she's here. Perfect. Everything. Yeah, you were interested in. So continue.
They're looking to get no less than $15,000. Is that correct?
Yeah. Yep.
No less than $15,000. I know last time I spoke with Nikki, she had mentioned to me that she believed the house to be worth around $70,000. And we did do a little bit of research on the property, and based on our research, we weren't able to find anything that was comparable to give us 70. However, based on our research, we were pretty close.
Sammy. So then again, we just verify everything as far as what we had talked to the seller about. As far as their value, you heard the seller said it was worth 70. Again, you can make it a routine conversation where you say, well, actually, based on what our underwriters reviewed, we couldn't find anything close to that price. But we were able to find something that makes sense for us. Because remember here, they're getting it for the offers. The last known offer is $15,000. Let's see how the call goes.
But we found the value of the property to be around $65,000 instead of $70,000.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, with that being said, and after we pay off the repair costs, we pay off the closing costs, we also be paying off your mortgage. Are you still looking to get $15,000?
Yeah.
Yeah. You couldn't see yourself doing any better than $15,000?
I'm not really sure, because the property I'm looking to get is like roughly around 15.
It's roughly around 15.
And there's not really any major repairs.
So you see, again, it can become a customary of doing this. Again, it's like when you get hired to, like I was a burger flipper when I was at McDonald's, right? And it's the same thing over and over, the same routine. Get the patties. Well, first, open the grill, clean it out, put water, scrape it, clean it out, dump the water to the side. It has like a little dump bucket on it. Then you get the patties. You put, I think it's 20, 15, and 15. So it's 30 patties at once, over and over. So here will be conversation with the client. What was the last known price? Okay. Based on your value, we couldn't find anything that was comparable. We actually found one that was comparable, close to at that 60K range. And you say you want to do 15, would you like to take less? Would you consider taking less? It's like, well, not really. Again, that's the price we have for our new home. Okay, I understand. Can you help us out a little bit on price and make this work as far as we paying everything else? And this is just your walk away money. Make it like that. Open the grill, clean the grill, throw away the trash, open the patties, spread the patties, close the grill. A routine. Make it a routine. The way that you conversate with the owners is a routine. My routine is always talk to the seller, get to a price, negotiate on the price, what are there, lock it up, go see it, and always ask for a reduction. Always. Because again, there's things that the seller is going to tell you that they're not they don't see that we see, and there's things that always going to come up. And the best way to get a discount is, you know what, take a couple of pictures of the property, and then sorry about that. Take a couple of pictures of the property and send the owner the picture of something that it's nonchalant or that they didn't see. Oh, look at this, based on this and a couple other things. I know I want it to be at 30, but on that, again, I spoke to my guy that does my repairs, and he said that we got to be at 20. And I know it's pretty far away from 30, but can you help us out a little bit? and just be quiet. You send in pictures. The reason why you're asking for a discount is because you saw something else that wasn't seen on the pictures. My guy wanted to be at 20. If it's 100, my guy wanted to be at 80 to make this deal make sense, but I know it's too much of a discount. Is there anything you can do for us? You have it locked up at 100. Your contractor said 80 after a couple of pictures, the pictures that you already shown to the owner. He says, well, yeah, and I know it's kind of far, and again, they put me in this awkward position asking you for a discount, a big discount. But is there anything will help us? Trust me, anything can help us. Again, from 80 to 20. Oh, you know what? Can you do 95? 95. That helps a little bit. Let me check. Hold on. That's 5K. If you do it on a like if you were on the line of making the burgers, that will be the step where you put down the patties, asking for a discount. If you do that consistently on every single deal, let's say you close, my goal for this year is to close 40 deals. 40 deals times 5 was that 10, 50, 200K, just in asking for a discount. That way, again, don't ask for a discount, just ask for a discount. That doesn't make sense. Again, sellers are gonna catch you real quick. But once you get the pictures, and once they send you the pictures, and then once you actually walk it and you take additional pictures, then you send the pictures back to the seller. Hey, you know what, Mr. X, based on the pictures you sent me, once we went in there, we had this 3 additional pictures. Based on that, I spoke to my guy. I know we're gonna be at 30 and we wanted to be confident at 30, but based on this, he wants to be at 20. And I know for a fact that's too much of a discount from the 30, but is there any wiggle room on your side that you can help us out so we can lock this deal up and so we can close on this deal ASAP? Just wait. Even if it's 1,000, if you do it on 40 deals, that's 40,000. If we get 2,000, if you do it on 40 deals, that's 80,000. If you get 3,000, you do it on 40 deals, 120,000. You see how something, and make it a routine. At first, we ask, can you do better than that? Can you better than that? Lock it up, go see it. Can I get a discount? And do it as like if you were in a, what's it called? In a conveyor belt of business, of like me when I was a burger flipper. And again, it's just consistency. The key word to this game is consistency. And for me, I love being in the trenches. I love doing this. Again, I know some people say, and I saw a post saying, I think Tim Crow said, hustle is a season, it's not a lifetime. It's not a lifestyle, something like that. And if you guys read the book, Blue Wells or Blue Zones, Blue Zone is basically where there's people that live 100, 120, 130 years old. And they're like, is it the food? Is it this? And one of the barriers is consistency. They all have a purpose. There was, again, in the example they gave, there's a guy that wakes up at 6 in the morning every single day and goes to chop wood. For the rest of the day, he just chops wood, comes back home, and then wakes up the next day, and he's like 100 and something. That's his purpose. Like for me, my purpose is to hustle, look for deals, because I know it can be rewarding to create a business and become a system, and then just automatize it, and then what's it called, and then move out. But again, if you look at the longevity of your life, you need that consistent hustle, motivation to go out there and go look for a business and go negotiate with the client. Like I was telling people that I know, again, I want to work to 100. That's my goal. My goal is to work to 100, and again, I'm trying to stick to it. Let me just reply to this guy real quick. You can continue listening.
That need to be done. We just the mortgage that was taken out against the house was for remodeling, and a ton of stuff has, like the floors, the windows are all brand new, vinyl siding brand new. So it's the 10,000 for repairs and stuff would actually be just upgrades. Yeah. Okay. There's like nothing major that needs to be done to the house. The roof is 5 years old. I mean, it's in really good shape.
Really good shape. Well, based on the numbers that we've talked about, and after we pay off everything, I don't know if we could, but if we could, we would be looking to offer you somewhere around 5,000 walk away. Is that a number you could work with?
You see, she said just 5,000. Is that a number you can work with? Again, that's good. But if you were to say, you know what, Sue, and I know this number is gonna suck for you guys, but again, the best we can do is 5. Make it hurt. Remember, you're not the owner of the property. You're the owner of the business. You're somebody that just works for the business. So make it hurt. Make it hurt inside. Like, hey, man, the best we can do is 5,000. And that way, it shows like you're hurting by saying those numbers. And remember, your offer is supposed to hurt you. The best way that I can deal with that is by saying that my boss is sending me here to do this for you. Again, he just catches the big checks, and I get to be in front of you and tell you that the 15, I can't do that. I got to do 5. And I feel bad.
Yeah, Nikki's saying no.
No. Okay, that's no problem. And like I had mentioned to her before, because we have found the value of the property to be lower, that's what we would be looking to offer you. But we can certainly appreciate what you'd like to get for your property, and that you'd like to sell it for more. That's no problem. But at that price,
you guys couldn't do it for 10.
10.
What happened there? They automatically win 1/3 of their price. But if you wouldn't have asked the 5, you wouldn't have gotten that. So again, make it a consistent conveyor belt. For me, locking it up at the lowest price is 1. Asking for, can you do a little bit better than that? Well, we're paying for this. No. How about, you know what? We are, and then go on to, well, about the house conversation, and then go, well, can you help us a little bit more? And at that price, you're asking twice, you lock it up. And then when you go see it, you ask for a discount. Well, miss, if you see this pictures right here on this property, we didn't see this when we were doing a call. And I know we did lock it up at 55, paying all the closing costs and everything, and incurring all the expenses of cleaning the house out and doing assets clean out. Again, those assets clean out means oh, the seller's not have to do anything. He doesn't have to clean, he doesn't do anything. So that's a value added for them. For us, it's just common sense. We're gonna do it. I know we want it to be at 55, but based on my guy, he saw the pictures. Like, man, you overprice this property by 12,000. You overprice this property by 17,000. And I know that's a big shock for you again, because we were at 55. But is there any wiggle room that you can help us out on getting closer to making this property work for us and stop? Again, anything 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, anything works. $500. $500 times 40 was that 20,000. How much is your marketing? I try to keep my marketing under 10,000. That pays for your marketing twice and the vacation. So you see, just asking the questions like it was a conveyor belt.
I wanted 20 originally. Yeah, could we do like 5,000 now and then 5,000 after you guys sell the house?
After, so you would be interested in terms? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, some.
Like, you don't want to throw those terms, because most owners don't really know what terms means. The way I would rephrase it, okay, so you're looking to maybe owner finance it with 5,000 down and 5,000 at closing, or once we resell. Owner financing, they know those words. Terms, it's like a business deal, like a business, someone that's in business. Terms, sub 2, like those. Don't complicate the conversation with the owner, because again, once you complicate the conversation with the owner, they're gonna feel dumb, and they're gonna be less willing to work with you. Anybody, if you make me feel dumb, I'm not gonna try to give you my money. Again, you're not worth it.
Interesting, you know. I'm just ready to get out of here, and I'm done with Fayetteville.
I definitely understand. Yeah, sometimes when an all-cash purchase doesn't work, we have other ways of buying the properties, in terms being meaning a couple different ways. If there was some way I could find to get you the $10,000, you would be interested in doing that?
Yeah, I would definitely. Or the 5,000 up front, and then like 10,000 late when you sell it or something like that.
10,000 later. Well, if I could get you, let's see here.
What'd you do?
Because the first they said 10K. They went from 15 to 10K, and then they did 5 and 5, and now they're saying 5 and 10.
7 and 7.
7 and 7, so 14.
Yeah, 7.
You see, this is why you're either when you're doing the cold calls or when you have like a lady like Ryan doing the cold calls, you gotta be sharp. 10K, okay, 10K is gonna be your minimum bottom dollar, or 5 and 5. So let me see if that works. Put them on hold. Again, if you got too many numbers coming at you and you don't know, put them on hold and step back. What did they say? Did they say this? Did they say this?
7 now and 7 later, after you guys sell the house or the property.
I don't know about 14. I think I would be able to do it for 10.
Okay. She said probably not 14, but probably 10.
So 5,000 now, 5,000 later. After how long it normally takes to sell?
How long does it normally take to sell a property?
Well, some properties we sell and some of them we keep. So it
So
really
you see, they're working through it. They're trying to, again, remember, the way that psychology works, like the way like humans work is, most humans, 95, 96, 97, 97, 98, 99. Sam, this is the way they work. They make decisions emotionally. Sam, they make decisions emotionally. What does that mean? When you go to the store, you see some awesome shoes. They're $400, and then you fall in love with them, and you don't fuck it, buy them. That's an emotional decision. And then when you're driving home, there's how your conversation goes. You know what? Well, I haven't bought any shoes in like 3 years, and again, I never really treat myself that good. Again, I am working for myself. Like, if I'm working for, who am I working for if I just work and keep the money? So you know what? I'm worth this. I'm worth the $500. Perfect. So you see how you made a decision emotionally at the beginning, and then you rationalize it. Example here. I wanted 15. You know what? Let me do 10. 10 right now. Let's go. I need the money. It's an emotional decision. And then you know what? The house was already kind of old. Again, it was going to take us a lot to repair it. And these guys are paying everything cash. Again, no hassle for us. So yeah, I think 10K is reasonable. You see how you rationalize it? So remember, most people, 99% of people that they're, again, maybe closer to 99.9. A lot of people make decisions emotionally. There's a rare people that make a decision rationally at first. They rationalize everything. But most people, if you get them riled up, that's where the gut comes in. If you bring out their emotions, they'll make a decision emotionally, and then later will rationalize it.
it just depends. And pretty much what the terms is that we would give you, the money that you needed up front. So if you wanted $5,000 up front, I could discuss that with the board and see if we could do that. And then as far as the rest of the money goes, we would be giving it to you in installments. So it would be like a monthly income. The loan would actually stay in your name, so it would be looking actually pretty good on your credit. It shows that you are making the right amount of payments, and you're making them every month, because we would be taking care of that. And I do understand that you are a couple of months behind.
Yes, 2 months.
This is where you gather information. Always is gonna be your leverage. So, well, we can pay the $5,000, and we'll get your house current. I know you're past due, and you know how bad credit works. Again, you might not be able to get ever a good car at a good interest rate, more because of your bad credit. So you see, you're making it look really nice for them, and it's gonna be an emotional decision.
2 months behind. Okay.
Yep.
And the monthly mortgage payments are $270.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, $270.
Okay. So we would have to be paying, instead of the mortgage being $27,000, it'd be $27,500.
Mm-hmm.
27.6, somewhere around there. Okay. Like I said, Valentino, let me go ahead and bring this to the board. We are most definitely interested in purchasing.
Remember, always, you're not the owner, you're not the actual last decision maker, because like that way you can give the seller real bad news, but it's not you. You're just the kid between the parents.
Seeing the property. I know we've been speaking to Nikki for a while and mentioning that we are interested. Let me go ahead and do that, and I'll get right back with you, okay?
That sounds fantastic.
All right. Thank you so much for your time. I'll be speaking with you in a bit.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
This is the callback to the seller negotiating the final deal.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak with Nikki or Valentino, please?
Yeah, this is Nikki.
Hi, Nikki. This is Ryan. I just spoke with Valentino about you guys selling the property.
Right, yes.
Okay. So I took it to the board, and they.
You can again. You can say the board. You can say my boss. I took it to. It's again. Here's where you want to use maybe a little bit more high business language. Like I took it to the underwriters. I took it to the appraisal and value underwriters. So they, oh shit, so you took it to somebody that knows about this. You can also say boss, but if you want to make it sound more professional, I took it to the board. I don't want to say the board. I took it to the underwriters and the appraisers.
So
I'm sorry, I can barely hear what you're saying.
Uh-oh. Hold on just a second for me, okay?
Okay.
But see, this is the type of cold caller that you need.
Yes.
And you need to teach them like this.
Can you hear me better?
Yeah, a little bit better, yeah.
Okay, great. I took it to the board, and they did approve the $10,000 for subject to.
Again, you don't want to. Again, that's why we move on from that. You don't want to say subject to. We approve of the $10,000, $5,000 down. I was taking over the payments. I was paying your monthly payment, etc.
When we were speaking with Valentino, he said that he did need $5,000 up front. So we'll go ahead and we'll go through with that. And then he mentioned that he wanted the rest at the end when we sell the property. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. So what I want to do is I want to move forward. It looks like everything is gonna go ahead and move forward. Can I send you the purchase agreement at?
Yes, you can.
Okay, great. And pretty much all I need you to do is print it out, sign it, send it on back. And in the email, I'll give you my fax number in case you want to scan it over or fax it over to me. Just read over it. You're just going to need to sign an initial in a couple spots. Let me see here.
Okay.
Is the property in your name, Nikki, or in Valentino's?
It's in mine.
In yours. Okay, yeah. So you will be the one signing off and everything.
Remember, there's issues when they're not issues that come up. There's not issues there, but it's something that when something comes up where like this lady says it's mine, but they're common law and they're gonna ask the owner, the other party to sign. Remember, that's technical things. As long as you have someone that has interest in the property, sign the agreement, you're in this transaction. You don't have to get both signatures because sometimes we let deals fall through before because my wife is not here, but I'm ready to go. Oh, perfect. You know what? Let's go ahead and sign the agreement. Again, we'll have the attorneys draft out the paperwork where it says both in your wife, but one can actually start this process. And I know it's been real hectic with business, and we want to make sure we get your paperwork as soon as possible to title. Okay, perfect. You want to have your wife sign it too? Well, you can sign yourself right now. We'll start the agreement, and when the attorneys have the paperwork, I'll make sure that both of you guys are in the paperwork correctly as the county says. Because remember, once they agree, once they give the yes, you don't have to resell no more. You don't have to sell again. Let's get it locked in. Let's get it. They say yes. He says yes. Perfect. Just the inconvenience right now is that the wife's not there. Perfect. No worry. You can go ahead and sign your part. I'll go ahead and turn this document to the title company. Once they do the paperwork, I'll make sure that they have you and your wife and the actual paperwork. And before we close, you review it saying that Mr. X and Mrs. X is there. Does that sound good? Perfect. Here's your agreement.
And if you have any questions about it at all, feel free to give me a call. That's no problem, and we want to make sure that everybody's as comfortable as possible. I will be taking off to lunch right now, and I'll be gone for about an hour, and I'm going to try and get this purchase agreement over to you before I leave. And like I said, if you have any questions, feel free to call me. If you have to leave a message, I'll get right back with you, okay?
Okay, yeah, that sounds great.
Congratulations to the.
So there you go. That's another, again, I have like 110 of these that I'm going to be reviewing on a weekly basis. So we literally all year, I'm going to be reviewing every week. Remember, the main things here is the tonality of the person. You're not the boss. You're just somebody that is there to give offers. Make it like a conveyor belt. Oh, you want to be at 50? Okay, okay. Can you see yourself doing a little bit better than that? Well, can you do 45? Well, okay, no, well, based on that, well, can you still just a little bit better more? Is that, well, can you do 40? And then no. Well, I spoke to my board and my boss, and the guy that's gonna be actually fund this property again. Based on that, they're telling me we gotta be at probably 32. And wait, remember, she wanted 50, now she wanted 40, now you're at 32. Always, always make it a habit to her offer, and then you give your offer. And then you go up from there. And then once you lock it up, you go see it, take pictures, discount. With the pictures, not just discount. Well, I gotta be, well, I saw this, and I gotta be at 30 now. No, give the pictures, send the pictures to the lady or to whoever. Hey man, based on the review that we had, our inspection guy saw these 3 pictures. Do you see them? Did you get them? Yes. Okay. Based on that, I know we wanted to be at 32, but we got to be at 25. And I know it's kind of a long spread, but is there anything you can help us out so we can make sure that we can actually have this transaction be successful? And just sit. Even if it's 1,000, guys, remember, even if maybe for you, maybe 1,000, you don't see it as valuable, but if you compound it for over 40 deals, that's 40K. If you want to have a policy for 40K and do the infinite banking and put it in a whole life, there's your money for that. Just because it's your conveyor belt. Oh, ask about this, perfect. Have a checklist. Did you ask for a discount? Did you ask for a discount? Did you take pictures and ask for a discount? Perfect. Well, let me see real quick. Let me charge my computer. I don't want to die. Okay, like you guys saw the headline, SEO. I don't know if you know, but again, I like to reiterate. I have like 40 websites that are local to my area. And I have 5 GMBs. I had more, but they knocked out 2 of them. So I want to have at least 10 GMBs in my area. Some take a little bit longer because sometimes I can't do it through a text or an email confirmation. So you actually wait for the actual confirmation, and then it's active, it's live. And then once you have an active GMB, you connect your Google to that, you connect your YouTube to that, and then you cross-link everything. All your websites, all your YouTube videos, all your Google GMBs have your numbers, have your map, etc. And let me show you why that's important. Let me just respond to this lady that is sending me pictures. Oh, that was rough. Okay. And this is why, again, this deal that I'm gonna talk about became because of this. Let me see if I can share it. So this is one of my GMVs. Let me know if you guys are seeing this. Oh, I'm seeing this one. You see, this is just one GMV. It had 1,000 searches. Again, direct searches, discovery searches, and branded searches. It's free. The websites are paid through the ROI reply. I created the websites. I created the free YouTube videos. I created the YouTube channels and everything. That's just one. All right. Let me show you the other one. Stop sharing. Not the same one. And I was seeing it because they always send me what's it called? Let me know you see the one that says 496. There you go. They always send me, hey, your thing was viewed 1,900 times. So this one of them was viewed 1,900 times, the other one was viewed like 1,200 times. So this is actual clicks. I guess searches and then clicks, whatever they break down. But this is free. It's, again, knowledge, of course, you gotta be able to implement it. But it's free. Now we get this property. Remember, in my websites, it has a chat widget, right? So let me show you this real quick. This is one of the properties I'm looking to acquire. Let me see what she sells me. Today and tomorrow, I have an appointment with my son today. Today at 2, so probably won't be there till 3 or 4. Okay. Okay. No worries. You to the end. There. So this property came through that. Came through that process through a chat widget, which I need to create. What's it called? Not a chat widget, an alert. Remember, there's sometimes you get laydowns. All right, let's see. Remember, it was over text. So let's look at this. So remember, 1,000 for that one, another $500, 500 for that one, and then now I'm gonna close this out. Open the Finder. So SEO. We get this property, and then I will open it. This. Then I'll open up this. Remember, this is what's so important to have all. Like, this is where my Fridays comes at. My market domination. You got everything. Again, I'm only looking for 40 deals. All right, I'm not looking for any more. I'm looking for 40 deals at my average of 20,000. My actually have gone up. It's probably like around 23,000. My average closing. And these are just assignments. I kept some other properties. I have one that I'm gonna keep, the Delicia property. That one I'll probably offer her 220, and I'm gonna keep it. It's worth almost close to 600,000 if I keep it. But 40 deals. This is where, in my market, I want to dominate all my market. all the channels you guys know. Most of them are free. GMB is free. Okay, the websites are not free, of course. It's so you pay the domains and you just create them, and then you attach them to the RI reply. RI reply is $49. I have like 45 websites there. Aside from the other ones, I have some other websites that I'm doing. And this one came in this morning. Let me show it to you so you guys can see which I'm talking about. So this house, you see that house? There's an owner finance rental all day. Okay. This lady, I researched it on county. This is why it's so important to know your county too. So you see the house, all right? Let me stop sharing. And let me do this. See if I can find it right here. Okay. This lady just got this property this year, 2022. And it was given to her from her parents. Okay. So the Gonzalez, it was probably an inheritance. They already, again, I'm looking at the general warranty deed that was just recorded January. A local title company did it, giving her the property. She doesn't live there. So then we're talking. She sends me a chat widget saying, "Hey, do you guys buy here?" Like, yeah, we do buy there. Okay. She gives me the address. Now this is the ARV. This is a sales estimate on the property. You see that? Of market, 79,000. It's 1,200 square feet home, pretty big size, pretty big lot. I think half an acre lot. So this is a rental all day owner finance. You can owner finance this probably for 100 with 25K down once you fix it up. As is, I can probably owner finance for like at 65. All right, so you guys see that. And then, okay, well, why is it such a great deal, right? Let's go ahead and do this. She's telling me, pop it up. There you go. I have been offered 22.5, 22.4. That's, I can get it at 22.4. I can sell it for 40 already. And my next question was, what's the lot size? Because I wanted to know if it's going to be the house and the lot. You know, 22K for 22 is like, oh shit, that's really great price. And I asked, do you have the lot size? To confirm without asking. Because if you say, was that for the house only? She's like, oh shit, I'm asking too low. The way you asked that question, well, what's the lot size? She said, not on top of my head, I don't know. So I'll probably get this one once I see it physically. And this is why I love my area. Again, I can always go and see it physically. I'll probably lock it up for like 12 and max 15. And I already have a buyer, probably conservatively $40,000. I know the title looks clean. This local title company did everything. They went through a title company to transfer over to her. So can I keep it? Yes. Can I buy it for 12, 15 and keep it in owner finance? Yes, I can probably get 25K down. But again, there's people out there that that's all they do is owner finance, and they don't know how to market for deals. Why not capitalize and make 38 in the middle? Oh, 28 in the middle. Once I see it, I might get a better view as far as how much I can sell it for. But you see, came through an SEO. It came through the website. They went through the website, and then the chat widget. There's, again, This is what I need to improve on my chat widget, because I didn't even, again, I saw it come into my phone, but I didn't know what it's coming from. When I click, wait a second, why are they asking me these questions? Because there was another one. They have my website on a local attorney's website, local attorney's GMB. So again, I need to make sure that it gets corrected. The deal, were you guys here last time? That's why I got this. No, it was this Monday. Yeah, I have another deal this Monday. So this property, let's see if I can put it up. In my area, an attorney has my website. Right? An attorney has my website. So this guy calls me. And let me show you the contract. This one's already on the contract. I'll probably sell it for like around 55. It's in a little bit better location from where we're at. But it's a big lot. It's good. So this guy calls me, hey, are you the law firm? Like, no, I do real estate. I do buy properties, so I know a little bit. Again, I do buy properties, so I know a little bit about transaction and paperwork. Well, they're giving me the runaround. I know how attorneys are. Attorneys are a bunch of buttholes. So he tells me, oh, they're trying to do an affidavit of heirship because of this. So, oh, you actually, again, I gave value first. Well, the paperwork that you need is just an affidavit of heirship, just the questionnaire, which is basically going to say that your grandfather, your grandma passed away. This is where they're siblings. You're one of the siblings' son, and you were the affiant. Once everything is done and corrected, you make sure that he gets recorded, and then once you record it, you can do whatever with the property. He's like, well, what do you need the affidavit for? And he says that it was an inheritance. He put money into it. What's an inheritance? He has no value in it. He tried to fix it. He couldn't fix it, right? He couldn't fix it himself. And then he's stuck with it. He's stuck like, man, I have so much money in this property already. He's like, and I asked, well, and then so I tell him, you know what? I can send you the question. I can do the questionnaire for you. Just pay me for the paperwork. And just get a notary public and then get a notary public to notarize, and you record it for $60. And then he calls me back. Well, my friend's gonna do it. Oh, perfect. Save yourself the $100. And then he calls me back. Well, she's giving me these questions like this paper, like, well, what is she doing? She's gonna help you with the paperwork, or what is she doing? It's like, well, she said she was gonna help me with the paperwork, but she's not doing that. So you know what? Maybe I can buy from you, and then I'll do the paperwork for you. Don't worry. And I asked him, how much do you need? Pay downs. He's like, well, I want it to be at 30. He's like, well, that's kind of, so I can put it up here. You want it to be at 30, okay? Let me see. And how big is the property? He's like an acre, and it wasn't an acre, it was half an acre. And I saw the pictures, and for him it's just, man, I want to be this property. Again, it was supposed to be an inheritance, and he already dumped money into it, not knowing what constructions cost and what it takes to actually put the property back in good condition. So he was already tired with it, tired doing it. Let's see. Pull it up here. So he's telling me that. Let me see this brand. So then, I asked him, send me some pictures. Let me see let me look at it. There we go. Let me answer his calls. Yeah, hello. definitely. Ren, what do you do, Ren?
I work for a wholesale brokerage called
Okay.
You heard of it?
No, they're local.
Yeah, local, but also national. So my office is on McKinney Ave, uptown. We have offices all over the country. So we're basically a large wholesale brokerage doing 30, 40 deals a month. And I just kind of wanted to call and see what you guys do.
Yeah,
What's
we're
going on over there?
yeah, we just buying properties. Again, my boss does it for himself. He's a retired lender, so and I pick up the phone calls for him.
Oh, I got you. So are you guys closing on properties yourselves?
Yeah, it depends on the transaction. That's something that maybe he can answer you more. But yeah, I know that he does keep up his properties.
Awesome. Well, right now I'm getting about 35 a month. I would love to send you guys my properties if we can make something work.
Yeah, definitely. What do you guys need from us?
Well, just so what exactly is he looking for? Is he looking for like a lot of margin, or is he looking for like a certain type of house? Do you have like a criteria?
As long nothing over 200,000, and again, anything that makes sense, he can be pretty flexible.
Okay, so nothing over 200 purchase price.
Exactly.
So I'm guessing you want to be in that like 3 to 400 ARV, that sweet spot.
No, actually, no. We want to be under. He's willing to buy a property closer to the 200,000 if it's like a lay down. It's just a cosmetic flip. But he wants to be.
So our ARV, he wants to be under 300.
Yeah, he does everything from 20, 30K houses to 160, 180.
Okay. How far do you guys go?
It depends. Again, if the numbers make sense, he's willing to go a little bit further.
Okay. So are you trying to be, let's say, like 80% minus repairs? Are you using like an ARV formula?
Not really, but again, he wants to at least make 20, 30K on every deal. So on a flip. So it depends. It might be a 50 year of the ARV, or it might be an 80 on the ARV. That depends.
Gotcha. So what was your name again? I'm sorry.
My name is Robert.
Robert. So Robert, if I check properties, for example, are you the one that's analyzing the deals, or are you just picking up the phone and sending him the deals?
Yeah, the second part.
You're just answering the phone, basically.
Yeah, I kind of like bat the people that call us, making sure that I ask a few questions, and then if I see that's a good questions are being answered, I'll forward it to him.
I wonder if he's already working with someone from my brokerage. Do you know? Have you heard Network Realty?
No, I haven't heard, and he hasn't talked about it either.
Okay. So I'm getting these properties. What's the best way for me to get them in y'all's hands in front of him?
Text them. Nah, text. Text is better because you know how many spam emails we get. So text them, address, pictures, and asking price.
Okay. I'll do that. So text this number or text him directly?
This number.
Text this number. Okay. Can you do me a favor? So what I'll do is I'll put you into my system. And I'm gonna send you the emails, but I'll send you the text. I know that a lot of people, like you said, the emails, you get a million emails a day, and it all gets buried, right? So the text is the best way.
Yeah.
So I'll definitely text you. If you can do me a favor, text me your name and your email address, just so I have it, so I can put it into my file, so I can stay organized. And what I'll do is I'll start sending you deals. So just to recap, under 300,000 ARV, trying to make 30K at least on profit. That's net profit on each deal.
Yes.
Okay. And then you might go. So if you want to stay at DFW, but if it's a good deal, you might go a little further.
Yes.
And the primary strategy here is splits, right?
Yeah, we can do buy and hold as well.
Okay.
We can pay a little bit more if it's a buy and hold and it's already ready to go. We don't have to do anything.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah. So I'm gonna get you on my system. And you said, what was your name, Rebecca?
Robert.
Robert. Okay. Robert, my name's Brent, and I'm. Yeah. Text me your email, please, and then I'll start sending you guys properties. I think hopefully we can get something done.
Sounds good.
Okay. Good talking to you.
Thank you, brother. Be safe.
Bye.
Right. So this one is a GMV that we have in. The guy that helped me create a GMVs. Remember, the way that I learned is from this guy that I paid him $100 per GMV for each GMV, and now he does them for. Now I can do it myself, but I learned how to do it. This GMV is in Dallas. That's why he said DFW. But yeah, you see GMV's work. This is the wholesaler that wants to sell properties. Back to this deal. So let me go ahead and show you this. So then he calls me. We talk. He wants to do the paperwork. The attorneys are giving the runaround. I tell him how to do it. I tell him, you know what? I'll charge you $500 of paperwork, and I'll tell you exactly. Fill it out. Send me the questionnaire. We'll give you prepare you the affidavit. We'll have the notary public meet you, sign it, then it's recorded, meet with the witnesses, and then go record it. Right? He tries to do that, and he says, "Well, my friend can do it. My neighbor can do that." He's like, "Which part? The notary or the everything?" "Oh, everything." "Okay, perfect. Well, save yourself the $100. At least you already know how it works." He calls me back. "Well, you know what? The notary public is not really doesn't know what she's doing. I'll go through you." He's like, and then I said, "You know what? Sell me the house. Again, I know you have an issue with it. It was an inheritance and you put money into it. How much do you want for it?" He said, "Well, I want to be at 30. He said, "Well, send me the picture. Let me see it." He says, "In the pictures," he says, it's an acre lot. It's half an acre. "You know what? I'll be at 20. You know, I'll give you 20 and I'll pay everything. I'll prepare the paperwork and everything." So now let's look at which property that came from a SEO, from a bad SEO, because the SEO is tied to maybe I should do that. A law firm in my local area. When you click website, it goes to my website. So, hey, I'm not complaining. So let me first close this out. I can. And it was already locked up, and I already sent a couple of buyers down there to go see it. I'll probably sell it for like 55. 55 is a good price. So, okay. So desktop, this one, no, there's one. It's this one, this one, this one, and this one. So remember, ARVs in my area are kind of tied to the Zillow's estimate, so it makes sense. So this owner, he want to be at 30 already. It's already a lay down, but I sell a property. His thing is that he said it was an acre, and it was an acre. It was half an acre. So I tell him I can do 20. This is a estimate of the property. Let's see if you guys can see it. A market system at 108,000. It's a 200 square feet home and a half an acre lot. Boom. So that's one thing. So then you go right here, and it's already locked at. Let me show you. There you go. It's already locked at $20,000. Had a buyer go out there, offer me 45. Again, I don't have a rush. I just got this deal. I still got to do the affidavit error, which I already know how to do. And I told him, okay, I'll keep you as a backup offer. I want to be at 55 to make sense. That's what, 35,000 in the middle? Me paying everything. But remember, the main point of this podcast was looking at live seller calls and SEO, how SEO works. But again, you can't do it for the first quarter of the year and then forget about it. No, it has to be something consistent. Every single day, you have to be consistently on it. Every single day, it has to be like when you wake up. I have a friend of mine, Ron Rana. I heard this on, I think it was him that I heard on this song, on his podcast, where he says that in order for him to kneel to thank God, he makes it a thing of putting his slippers underneath his what's it called, his bed. so that when he wakes up, he has to get on his knees to get his slippers. And like that, he just thanks God for the day. So you see, it has to be something that you do consistently. And just to finish up the podcast today, it works. Consistency works. Those 2 deals, if I lock this, the one from that I told you that she wanted 22, I'll probably lock it for 12. That's 40K. That's 30K at least. Worst case scenario, if I sell it for 45, or for 42, that would be 30K. This one that I showed you, another from the SEO, that's at least another 35K pop. Remember, I only want 40 deals. That's my span. 40 deals at 20K. That's close to $500,000, a little bit more. Remember, and every deal I ask for a discount, that's an extra 100K, 120K that I'm going to do in just in discounts. And it's just being consistent, staying in my circle and being consistent and being consistent and being consistent. Consistency will kill your competition. That's something that you should know. Consistency will kill your competition. And just giving you a follow-up. Remember that time we were doing the podcast last Friday, and that guy canceled on me the day before, the hour before. I got a new buyer. Remember, my assignment says that the escrow deposit is the default in case the buyer defaults. We had an issue with the title company. This guy defaulted, and he didn't want to give me 100% of the escrow deposit. So you know what? In the long scheme of things, it's okay. So I gave him half. So hopefully we'll close on that deal next week. So remember, bet your buyers. Am I gonna do business with this guy? Yes, but I need to fix the way that I talk to my title company so that if he defaults, this guy defaults specifically, that I can get the money under the escrow deposit without having to. They made him and I sign the escrow release in Texas, even though it's in the actual assignment contract. Maybe after we do it, I have to sign with her. What can I do? What paper do you need to see so that makes it okay with you guys and your underwriters? If he defaults, he signed the agreement, and that releases the escrow deposit to me. So yeah, it's crazy how that deal went down. But again, we pushed through it and went through that. I got a book. Again, I know how you know I have books. There's another book. This is the one by Keller Williams. This is the one by Gary Keller. There's a guy from Keller Williams. The one. And then again, looking for something else, I found this book. Believe Authority by Andrew Womack. Google this guy. YouTube this guy. He has YouTube videos. That book is powerful. But yeah, that's the hour, guys. Again, anything. If you get anything from this podcast is persistency, and knowing that consistency will always kill your competition. Like Kobe said, I worked out at 4 a.m., worked out at 9 a.m., worked out at 3 p.m., worked out at 8 a.m. People just working out here once, they're never gonna catch up to me. But yeah, you have any questions, just let us know. Again, ShutUpMoney.com. There's a ShutUpMoney group. Yeah, consistency is key. Being able to talk to the clients and just being consistent in what you do. Staying in your circle, again, putting your head down and staying and working in what you do. And again, you can have a great life. Staying, guys.